Hi, this is a collective tarot reading for the fixed astrological signs. This will be a reading for the full moon, December 18th through the 21st solstice. Please take what feels right in your heart and leave the rest. Hi, fixed signs. All right, let's get into this. What I'm going to do is we have the full moon coming up on Saturday. Sunday is Venus going retrograde, and Tuesday is the solstice. So what I'm going to ask for is, what are the challenges that you're going to be facing with this full moon? And then what advice do we have to overcome it? I feel like this is going to be a really big energy coming in. It's going to make for a lot of changes, and I actually feel, I'm not for sure if it's US or if it's worldwide. It feels like a really big change of something, and I'm not really sure what that's about fully, but I can like feel the underlying energy of it. Okay, so we're going to start with the Angel Tarot card, and we're going to ask what the challenges will be. So for divine source, thank you for using me as a divine channel for the collective of the fixed astrology signs to bring forth the information that's most beneficial and needed at this time for them. Let's ask, please, then, what can you show us about what challenges the fixed astrology signs are going to be having during this time? Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. I only see two, but there's a third one. All right, so the first one that came out is 10 of Earth. The second one that came out is 10 of Air. And the third one that came out is Queen of Air. All right. Let's see what these feel like. The 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things. Okay, let me look at these a minute. The 10 of Air, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Okay. And the Queen of Air, independence experienced, realistic, witty, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in the situation. All right. So I'm going to move these around the way that it feels like it's most appropriate for me, because it feels like these two should be switched. And that's exactly what it feels like. And actually, it feels like this one should be here first. So it does feel like there's a completion happening here. It feels like either there's, for some of you, there's situations that are ending. It could be relationships, it could be jobs. Something that hasn't served you in your life is ending. And there's a big change around this whole thing. But it feels like, and it mentions addictions in the card, recovering from addiction. So it could be that some of you are having spiritual awakenings, and you're just, it's become very clear it's time to let go of these things that don't serve you. This is pretty much the same thing with the first two cards. It's about making clear decisions about what doesn't serve you any longer. And in doing that, it feels like you're going to be calling in a different type of life, a more stable life, a happier life, things that will make you feel more fulfilled. I'm getting a really strong feeling that there's a good number of you that have been, you've been living life, but there's been no happiness, there's been no fulfillment. You've been doing what you thought you were supposed to be doing for life, but it's like getting up, getting ready, going to work, coming home, eating, maybe watching a little TV, going to bed. Repeat the next day, repeat the next day, repeat the next day. And even when you have days off, it feels like there was busyness. There was doing the chores of life. And I feel like there's not a lot of happiness here. There's not a lot of joy. There's not a lot of, I can't say there's not a lot of purpose, because it feels like your focus has been on what you thought was the purpose of life. And it really does feel like this could be a spiritual awakening where you're realizing that your purpose of life is bigger than that. It's more than that. That you have a more direct purpose that will bring you more happiness. And by releasing and letting go of all of these things that no longer serve you, and that could include old emotional baggage, it could include belief systems. I'm telling you, I'm feeling that everybody, all the signs are releasing with this full moon in this sequence that we're going through. We're ending a 20-year cycle, so I feel like we're all in that place of releasing as much of the old crap as we can, so we're not taking it into the new 20-year cycle. For anybody who is aware, the new earth has already been created, and we are all moving towards the new earth. And you don't want to take all that stuff with you. You won't be able to. You can try. You'll have a harder time. Those people that let go, that just be in the moment and let things play out the way that it's designed to play out, to let go of things, you're going to have an easier time. And I know I'm talking to the fixed signs, and you all of us have a harder time. I get it. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to start seeing life in a different way. Okay, let's I'm going to do some Light Seers Tarot for you. So for for the collective of the fixed signs, let's do a couple cards that could give us some guidance, more guidance on the challenges here for the collective of the fixed astrological signs. Thank you. And then we'll get some advice for the challenges. So what are the challenges? What could you clarify for us what the challenges are for? Okay. All right, so I've got the Three of Wands. I've got the Nine of Cups. I've got the King of Wands. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Swords. And the Hermit. And I feel like the outcome is the Wheel. It's an ending of a cycle. All right, so let's see what I can get from this. So the Three of Wands. Feels like a lot of imbalance here. These wands are lit like tiki lamps, and they're all at a different level, different sizes even. And it feels like a lot of imbalance to me. It feels like you could be standing there looking out at the ocean with your surfboard, not sure if you really want to go in or not. Not sure about this. Not sure about this change coming. But then we have the Nine of Cups. And this almost feels like a tower. It almost feels like you're hit with this spiritual awakening. Can you see the light coming from her heart? Oh, got a card stick to me here. Look at the light coming from her heart. And the way her back is arched, it's almost like something overtakes her and she has this emotional breakthrough. And then we have the King of Wands. And there's a lion in the background. And this feels to me, it's speaking of courage. It's speaking of being in the moment and walking forward with courage. And if you watched any my recent videos, I was talking about, I'm reading these more intuitively now, so you may not get the traditional meaning of them. And then we have Eight of Cups. And you see the sun here as the girl's walking. She's heading towards the sun. And she's leaving behind the emotions, and they're burning in the bowl. She's releasing them. She's letting them go. She's done with them. She's walking away from them. She had the spiritual awakening, and she realizes that there's no need to hold on to the old stuff anymore. It does feel like there will be some looking in the mirror and looking how you have kept yourself blindfolded and bound up. And that's what I get out of this card. it does feel like success in letting go of things that need to be let go of, and facing some fears and facing some things that need to be faced. And then it feels like there will be a period of time where you're just going to want to be alone and let it all integrate. And this is bringing you full cycle. It's bringing you to the ending of this cycle and a new beginning. Okay, let's get some advice to overcome, to help overcome these challenges. And I'm feeling like the universe has your back to start. So for the collective of the fixed astrological signs, what messages do we have from the universe as advice to overcome these challenges during this period of time? Thank you. Okay. So first we have, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. Yeah, so look at what you're releasing and what you're wanting and where you're wanting to end up. If that is serving all or if it's just serving yourself. Okay. The next one is, energy flows where my intention goes. Do you do intentions? Do you write intentions? I have a book that I wrote for the year, and I've did this a couple years ago, started it. I have like 3 or 4 major intentions of outcomes that I would like to achieve for the year. And so like for this year, I make a mantra. For this year, my mantra is healthy, wealthy, happy life. So I made intentions around those. So I made one for my health, one for my wealth or financial, and then one for happiness. And for me, I am a Virgo, so being in service makes me happy. And so a lot of the third one was around my business, building how I can reach people to help people, because that helping people reach their highest potential it's my greatest honor to help people, and it feeds my soul. I love to help people uncover the things that they need to uncover, help them grow in the way that they want to grow. It just, when I have clients and the light bulbs go on for them, I get pure joy. It just gives me pure joy to be a part of that experience in their life. So I write down intentions. I make what the major intention is, and included in those intentions, I put my intention, but I put why I wanted it. And I guarantee you my health and my wealth are the same reason as what I put for my happiness, for serving other people. I want to have enough money to be able to help other people. I want to be able to have the return of money so that I can spend more money helping other people. And I have specific ways in which I want to do that. And so writing intentions are very valuable. You can focus your energy and your thoughts on what it is you want to create in your life and how you want to create it and the reasons behind why you want to create it. And again, if you focus on the higher good for everyone, you're going to be heard and you're going to be helped. Okay, let's see if we have one more from the universe for advice to overcome these challenges. I love to inspire people. Okay, they actually gave me two more. So the next one is, I am the dreamer of my dream. And happiness is my birthright. Let's move these over a little. Okay. And then I want to get animal medicine cards. So we're going to ask Divine Source, give us some advice through the animal medicine of how to overcome these challenges for the fixed signs during this period of time. Thank you. Immediately the raven popped out. Okay. So there's the raven. And I'm going to grab the book. Raven is number 16. Okay, Raven. Raven, black as pitch, mystical as the moon, speak to me of magic. I will fly with you soon. If the raven appears in your spread, you are about to experience a change in consciousness. What did I say? A spiritual awakening. This may involve walking inside the great mysteries on another path at the edge of time. It would portend a signal brought by the raven that says, you have earned the right to see and experience a little more of life's magic. Yes, you've been so unhappy. It's time to let it all go so that you can see the magic in living of life. Raven's color is the color of the void, the black hole in space that holds an energy of the creative source. If any of you, let's put it that way, any of you that have never experienced the void, I highly recommend you go to YouTube and you find some guided meditations that they could be healing meditations, they could be chakra meditations, something that is the high hertz meditations that will walk you to a place and keep meditating until you are able to reach the void. It's an awesome place if you're able to go to that place. And those of you who are going to have a spiritual awakening here, perfect time to be able, if you've never accessed the void, to be able to access the void. I'll give you my experience of it. It's dark. I feel free floating. I feel like I don't have a body, like I'm free floating in this darkness. And I actually feel like energy. Like I just move around and swirl around, and I'm just in this complete blissful place. Total emptiness. No thoughts, no attachments to anything. And the first few times I ever got there, I didn't want to come back. I literally did not want to come back. When whoever was guiding us back, it took everything I had to make myself come back into my body because I wanted to stay where I was. It's a beautiful feeling. Okay, in native teachings, the color black means many things, but it does not mean evil. That's a man-made thing, thought that black is evil. Black can mean the seeking of answers, the void, or the road of a spiritual or non-physical. The the blue black of the raven contains an iridescence that speaks of the magic of darkness and the changeability of forms and shape that brings an awakening in the process. The raven is a messenger that carries all energy flows of ceremonial magic between the ceremony itself and the intended destination. If you've chosen raven, magic is in the air. Do not try to figure it out. You can't. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicities of the alchemical moment. Will you recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from the Great Spirit? Or will you limit the power of the great mystery by explaining it away? Okay, there you go. That's your advice on how to overcome your challenges. So, with that, I will let you go. Please share if you feel like there's anyone that could use some advice about the challenging energies of this full moon, and whether it's this astrology sign or one of the others, they'll all be up. All right, take care. Many blessings. Please know that I do not use any other social media sites, and I will never initiate contact with you. The only way that you can reach me is via email. In the description box, you will find information that explains the services I offer. I would appreciate it if you would help me to get my channel out there more for other people to see by a like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.